Okay, so let's talk about helpful comments. Most of the programming languages have ways to create comments or notes throughout your program. And what comments do is they make it easier to communicate about your program with others and to isolate any bugs or anomalies. They can also help you identify chunks of code or logical procedures or program setup instructions. So, programmers use these constantly to help them identify the bugs, mainly the bugs in their programs. So, say for example, you built a program, right? Like here I have a program right here on my screen, and I wanted someone to check on it and, let me know what they thought about it. Well, if I didn't have any comments in the program, would they be able to understand what the objective of the program was? What each code is supposed to do? Probably not, right? So, this is why we use comments. And this little tutorial is to show you how I'm going to demonstrate to you how to add comments and what each section is for. Now, the main thing to remember here is that the very first code, for example, here on button A, this is where you're going to find the objective of the entire program. So the objective of the program will always be in the very first code comment. Again, I can't stress enough, the objective for the program should always be in the first code comment. So to make a code, let's put our comment in here. We're going to put our comment in and we're going to tell the objective of this project, this program. So we're going to right click on the code. I right click on the code and you can see I have a little menu: duplicate, add comment, collapse block, delete blocks, or help. We're going to add a comment. So here we're going to click on add a comment, right? And now I have a little space. I can move my comment around, make it big. I'm going to put it over here so I can type and you can see what I'm typing. So what does this code tell us to do? This code says on button A pressed. So when I push button A, something's got to happen, right? Well, everything inside this pink block is going to happen. And we already know because we wrote an objective. So on button A pressed, a smiley, or you could say image, will appear and blink to another image 5 times. 5 times. Okay? So that is my code, right? Because that's what's supposed to happen. So if I go over here to the emulator and I click on refresh and then I click on A, is it going to happen? Sure enough, there it is. I got a little winky going on at you, right? Okay. Okay, so let's look at the second code. So that took care of A. That took care of our pink. So we have our first code, or our first comment in our first code. And in the first code, in the comment, you should have the objective. All right, so now let's look at the repeat 5 times. So what kind of comment do you think I would put in here? Well, let me see. Am I supposed to repeat it? Is it supposed to loop itself? I'm thinking so, right? Okay, so we're going to right click on the code, click add comment. There it is. And I'm going to bring it right over here underneath this one. Make it a little big so you have space. And I'm going to put in here, will repeat 5 times. Okay, we'll repeat 5 times. That's what it's supposed to do, right? So this is telling me that all of this green box is supposed to make what's inside of it repeat itself 5 times. Okay, now let's look here. Pretty simple, right? So the show LEDs, what's inside the green comes the blue. Show LEDs. Well, what's this LED supposed to do? Looks like it's lighting up an image of a smiley, right? So I'm going to right click on my blue show LEDs and add comment. I'm going to bring it down here real quick and I'm going to stretch it out some and I'm going to type show smiley face. Okay, there we go. Show a smiley face. Simple, really quick and easy, right? Now, the next one I have here is I have a pause button. What do you think it's supposed to do? What should be in my comment? Easy peasy, right? Is it supposed to 5 for half a second? It's supposed to pause for half a second, right? So right click, add comment, slip it right over here so I can see it. And I'm going to I'm going to type pause for 1/2 second, or you could write 500 milliseconds, okay? Now again, another one, this is kind of like the same here. We're gonna add a comment for our show LEDs, put it right over here in front of it, stretch it out a little bit, and this will show smiley with one eye, okay? And below that, I have another pause. I'm going to add a comment. And I'm going to write the same thing I wrote in the last one. Pause for, I don't know if I spelled correctly, pause for 1/2 second or 500 milliseconds. Okay. Now then, of course, we have the last one here, right underneath the green. What is the clear screen going to do? It's pretty clear. I'm going to clear the screen. So add a comment, pull it over here so it's next to it. We can read it. And then we're going to type clear screen or no LEDs. No show LEDs. Okay. All right, so we've made comments on our program, and you can close the comments by clicking on the little bubble. And if I show you here, if you look real careful, you can see comments, click on the little bubble. It's supposed to close here. Here we go. There we go. I wasn't up far enough. So we can close our little comments so they're not showing, or we can open them and show them. Okay, this is how we add the comments and why we add the comments. We add the comments so that when someone else is looking at the program, they can click on the comments and they can see, oh, so if I press button A smiley's going to appear and blink 5 times. Or I could actually put in here a winky will appear, or a winky will blink 5 times. Either way, they get the understanding, okay? So the same with this repeat button right here. Repeat 5 times. So this is why we add comments. We add comments so that we can let other people know what the program is supposed to do, and it also helps us fix if there's any bugs, okay? So your turn now is going to be to go into the Blink program and add comments. I want you to practice adding comments. So your turn to open up yours and make those right clicks. And don't forget, the objective goes into the very first code, comment. Okay? Good luck.